Yeah, you ready to talk about some hot topics? Let's get real. Let's talk.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Frizz, and we're here live at Studio One, Podcast City, Hurricane Radio. So let's get down with your host, Smoggie.
Yo, it's your boy Smoggie here again, Season 1, Episode 5. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Tonight we have a great night, a fantastic night, but before that, let me introduce you to my boys. You ready to talk about some hot topics? Let's get...
What's up, people?
We got here to my left, my boy Fobs, my new co-host, which you guys have been seeing the last couple of weeks.
We're on episode 5. It's demonic, baby.
Demonic. Well, he wants to go by demonic, not Fobs no more.
That's my name, man. That's my trademark.
His trademark. So it's demonic.
So we had some glitches.
What's up, everybody?
But what's up, Milton? How we doing tonight, brother?
Hey, man, I'm flying, man. I love this new equipment that we just got in here.
Oh, absolutely, man. Everything is just going up. It's going up, man.
I'm liking it.
We're doing things, making moves, baby.
Making moves. That's what it is.
Everybody, don't forget, like, share, subscribe the podcast.
Yes.
All podcast long. Please, at the end of the nights, again, like every other week, like I tell you every single time that we're on, we're giving away 2 Amazon gift cards. And please, like, share, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, on YouTube, and Facebook, and Instagram as well. The Smoggie Show on Twitter and The Smoggie Show on YouTube. Check us out.
Absolutely. Now, how was everybody's day out there today? I know we had a beautiful day over here. We had some great weather. I was enjoying the weather.
I've been busy.
Today was beautiful, so I don't know where all of you are from, but let us know how your day was out there today. And also, like Fabio just said, we're going to be giving out a $10 Amazon gift card, which we're going to be playing a little game after with our guest that we're going to be introducing in a little bit. And whoever gets it right is going to end up winning the $10 Amazon gift card. But before that, Fabio.
Yes.
I know you were a little fashionably late today. You got me a little tired this weekend.
Oh, my God.
You had me working at your house.
Listen, man. I said a couple of weeks back, I was talking to somebody, and I said a couple of weeks back, I was like, I am done ever touching any type of plaster. I tried going to do it, right, and my hands just locked up. I was like, oh my God, like my carpal tunnel, like really hurt. Like
I'm at home cooking. I get a phone call from this guy. He's like, yo, Smoggie. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, oh man, I really need your help. How much is it gonna cost to get you to come to my house
tonight?
And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what's the problem? He's like, dude, I need plaster done in my kitchen, and my hand keeps locking up. I can't do shit, and blah 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 blah. And all I hear is this girl in the background like. So I'm like, oh my God. All right.
What were you plastering though?
So here's the thing. So I was getting the floors done in my house, right? In the kitchen, and because I had just bought a new LG fridge and a new LG stove. So I was like, okay, let me start taking the moldings out so he can just do the flooring like the right way. Like I was ripping everything up, I ripped up the flooring, and then I was like, hold on a second, let me take this little piece of wallpaper, and then a little piece turned into the whole wall, and then cabinets, and then I took everything out. There's the only thing I have in the kitchen right now is the floor, a couple cabinets, and that's it.
Hey, he started me on one project, bro. I shit you not.
One project.
It was doing his living room where I had to do the plaster all the way around the room, maybe like 3 feet long. All right, I finished that up in one day. So the next day, I get a phone call from him. He's like, dude, I tore apart my whole kitchen. He's like, I really need you to come up here tonight and put this.
That's how it starts. Like you start a project and you want to just fix something, and then like when you start ripping stuff apart, you start finding more problems.
More and more and more.
And it just adds on.
And you know what it is too? We got nothing better to do now that a lot of us are home. We're not working because of this whole coronavirus stuff. So.
Hey, speaking of that, so what do you guys think about starting Monday?
Mm-hmm.
It's mandatory that we all wear masks.
That's a good thing.
Well,
it should have been done a long time ago.
I agree with that.
It is only mandatory as if you're going into like
public locations.
Public locations like a Walmart.
Okay. I agree with that.
If you're in an area where there's crowded people, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be wearing it. Just like today, I went to Walmart with my girl, and we're leaving Walmart. There was a group of teenagers, kids walking by.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all we hear loud on the intercom was, put on your masks. And then,
No shit.
yeah, which was a cop that was driving by telling the kids to put their masks on because none of them had masks. So I was like, wow. I told my girl, they're really enforcing that shit, man. Supposedly, I guess you'll get a $300 fine.
$300 fine.
$300
That's
fine.
crazy, man.
That is.
Yeah.
If you go into it, but I guess you, like I said, you got to go into a public location in order for something like that to happen.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Even if you're outside, you got to wear the mask. Like even if you're in the backyard of your
No,
house,
because
like,
you're home, you're alone, you're doing your thing. You know what I mean? Even if you're outside, you don't have to be wearing it.
Like once you come in contact of like
People, public, stuff like that. Even now, the hospitals, bro, they changed their whole policies. Like as many of you know, I just had a kid, and because my kid was born before May, I guess their new policy is now they're not allowing no visitors inside at all.
Right.
And if you go in, you can't leave.
Yeah. You got yelled at for doing that, didn't you? You stepped out to go grab a couple things that you guys needed, and
Hey, man,
you came back into the hospital, and then you were like, "Oh man, I forgot something," and you went back out, and then when you came back in, they're like, "You can't keep doing this."
Well,
you can't
quite a
keep
few times was to smoke a cigarette.
Was
I ain't
it?
gonna lie. I had my nerves, man. This is my first kid. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
So let me ask you a question. Every time you stepped outside, like, was there a process?
Oh
of you
yeah,
coming back
course.
in?
absolutely. They screen you with like this freaking metal head detector type thing that they swab across your head to the back of your ear, and they ask you a bunch of questions. Have you been in contact with anybody? Do you have a headache? Whatever. They always have to ask you the same questions, and they screen you before you go in, and then you get a little sticker. And with me, I have obviously a wristband that I actually use that shows that I can just go into maternity.
Yeah.
So that helps me out.
It makes it a lot easier for you. So
Makes it a lot easier.
So
but
how's the baby?
the baby's doing very good. So
she's cute.
for the first day today, she actually is out of isolate.
Cool.
she's out of the incubator.
So she's out of the incubator.
Ooh, that's
So that's
great.
already a
God
very
bless.
big step.
God bless.
She's eaten all of her
On
all
her
of her
own?
formula on her own
Last 2 days on her own.
with no issues whatsoever.
Good. It's only a matter of time now.
Just a
before you have
matter
her.
of time before she comes home to mommy and daddy, man.
Oh, daddy, you're not gonna get to sleep. So, Milton, I wanted to tell you a story about what's going on. Like, so the people are being very strict about who goes in and out of a hospital, if you even can go in and out of a hospital. So I'm assuming that just having a baby is probably the only way that you can go in and out and visit somebody, because my grandmother's in the hospital, as you know, and we can't go see her. But even with deliveries, Milton, so now if you order from Domino's, they leave it on your front porch, or they can leave it on top of their little carrying thing, and then you go out, grab it, and then they have to go back and grab the little thing. But recently, like I was telling you, I purchased a fridge and I purchased a stove, and they call you the night before. And so most of the time when you order something, they're taking the old thing with them, so it's easier.
Right.
So for them to be able to go inside your house, they have to call you the night before and run a couple tests and do questions like, okay, do you have a fever? Is this going on? Do you feel like this? Do you feel like that? For them to even be able to go in your house and drop the fridge off and grab your fridge. Otherwise, they just leave it right on the street, like driveway, sidewalk, and they bounce.
Yeah, that's what a lot of delivery
bounce.
services, you know what I mean? Because I just bought a washer and dryer, and they had to leave it on the curb. They couldn't go into our house. I guess that's the whole new
But it makes
policy.
sense though, like, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what I mean? They just got to look out for themselves like we all got to look out for ourselves.
Listen.
You know what I mean? You can't hold nobody accountable for anything because we're responsible for our own actions. That's the way it works in life.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to bore you guys all with a lot of talk, so we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. But before that, once again, like, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
We're going to be giving out a $10 Amazon gift card at the end of the show.
Two of them.
We got two of them now?
I got two.
I thought we had one of them this week that we put in.
Two.
So we got two of them, and we're going to be giving out two tonight. But all you got to do is like, subscribe,
Pookie!
and share.
Share, it's that simple.
Pookie,
My
shout out
Pookie
to
Bear, Alex
Pookie
Edison.
Bear. Shout out to Pookie Bear. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. On this commercial break, we're going to give you guys a little bit of music from our next guest that we're going to be calling up on Zoom and it goes a little something like this. Be back with you. And we are back again, and that was Friend Zone. So now I have a special guest.
Hey, I was jamming. I was
definitely jamming to that too. That shit was pretty.
What's up,
dope.
Mr. Slick?
Yo.
So we got
You hear me?
Mista Slick in the house. For those of you who don't know him, he's from the Orange State out in Florida.
Originally from the 508.
Originally from the 508, which he's still repping the
508, baby.
Out in the thing. So for those of you who don't know him, we're going to get to know him a little bit tonight. But before that, so Ricky, how's the weather out there tonight, man?
I can give you a quick update on the weather right now. It is, let me see, it's about, 79 degrees out
Florida.
here.
It feels
The
amazing.
Sunshine State, baby. In the Sunshine State, 79 degrees. Beautiful.
We actually had a good day out here
Well,
today.
it's beautiful out today, too. So it's beautiful out here, Ricky, too, man.
I just finished grilling and stuff, so had some shrimp on the grill, had some sausages, hot dogs, gave the dogs some sausages and shit. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's what's up. But that's how you got to do it. So, Ricky, man, I know you started your whole career back out here in a 508 at a very young age. How old were you approximately when you started your whole music career?
When I started, I was 10. I had my first single recorded when I was 10, and it was a Portuguese record. It was a dance record.
Mm-hmm.
So
It was called.
I want to hit on that one, Jer. Ricky. So I sat here and I spoke to you. I spoke to you on Zoom the other day, right? And
Yeah.
I was super excited, and then I didn't recognize you. You have changed a lot, because I remember you when you were young, and I
Really?
didn't put two and two together. Okay,
Really?
until Smoggie was like, "Oh, he's such and such," and I was like, "Hold up, what?" So I listened to you back in the day, right? And
Right.
and I just listened to the song, so I wanted to make sure that my reaction to your music was like fresh in the moment. Like I was jamming. Smoggy knows I was over here jamming, right?
Definitely.
And
That's what's
at
up.
one point I turned around and I took my headpiece off, and I was like, "Yo, Smoggy, his voice has matured a lot. Your voice overall, from obviously because you were young, but
Well, think about it. The
Right.
last time you heard of him, he
He's
was,
not a kid anymore, man.
exactly, man. But yo,
like
but
he
you,
said, he
you're
started
doing,
was at 10 years old.
yeah.
You know, he was a local artist around here in the Fall River area. He actually started was in the Portuguese, right? You started was in the Portuguese music
Yeah.
first, and then you
Yep.
evolved into the American. And then I actually met you was through Milton. You were recording with Milton, Mr. DJ
Yep.
Frizz over
That
here.
was my first producer right there. He was the one who actually made the record to my first single. So
So that was
shout outs to Milton.
All right, shout outs to Milton, which I remember one of those songs back then. What was it, Milton? Lavender?
Yeah.
Lavender.
Yeah, he produced that joint too.
Which
Eric-
I know a lot of people
Eric,
who actually still bump to that.
Eric
Good
wrote
fr-
the lyrics.
good friend of mine, Eric. He wrote the song, and he helped Milton put it out. But Milton was the production. He was the boards behind it.
Good
I mean-
times, man. Good times, man. It was fun, man.
And then as you started getting older, did you start working with any other producers, or you kind of basically just
Oh hell yeah! I mean, I
self-teaching,
felt
or-
after I stopped with Portuguese music and stuff, I fell off a little bit. I got discouraged and stuff. So I just started DJing. I bought equipment for DJing and stuff so I could stick with the music, but I wasn't making any music at that time.
Mhm.
But once I got back into the music, I started my studio in like 2013. I started investing into my home recording studio. That's when I sold all my DJ equipment and I started the studio. And then, I've worked with a few. I mean, I can't even count how many on my fingers that I've worked with, but I've worked with a lot of people already, even if something small or big. I have helped people. I've worked with a lot of people and they've benefited me, from me, and I benefited from them, so it was a good thing,
Yes.
But right now, just doing what I got to do to get to the top, man.
Now, as far as I understand, you even went to school for this, right? For like engineering and all that.
Yeah, when I was in middle school, I would build computers and stuff. I was building computers, and I started making beats off Reason. I was taking a music class. This guy, he was a teacher. He was my music teacher, and then he had an after-school program. We'd start making beats, and it really started from there. Was when I started making beats, and then when I hit high school, I took audio recording classes, and I was making beats in there too. And then when I hit college, I didn't hit college till like 6 years after I graduated high school. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm making music now. But I wanted to get more in depth with the industry and stuff. And I wanted to, do it the right way. I want to produce music the right way. I want to see how they make films. I want to see how they make games, So I've made sound for games. I've made sound for films. I've done ADR recording.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of cool stuff, So, I learned a lot from it. And I got all my paperwork here. My company, Slick Productions LLC, is legit now. You know what I mean? I got all my paperwork here. I got my bachelor's degree right here. So it's all real shit. You know what I mean?
I call this living the dream, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
apply to yourself and you got it done, brother, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
God bless
Amen
you,
to
man.
that. God
Hey,
bless
Milton,
you.
appreciate
turn
it.
our mics up.
Now, you went out to Florida purposely, like to pursue this dream, basically, right? Or did you-
Yeah, pretty much. Because I came out here one time with a whole bunch of people. It was funny. It's a crazy story. We actually, we took a business trip out here, but as soon as we got out here, it turned into a vacation real quick because it was so lit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we took 2 rent-a-cars from Enterprise down here, and it was SUVs, and it was me and 11 other people. You know what I mean? So we were lit all week, and we didn't really do shit because we were just getting fucked up all weekend, just under the palm trees and shit. But it was fun. So then after I after I got there for the first time, after I got here for the first time, I was like, dude, why am I not living here? Because the music scene's really big down here, and everything costs the same, I mean, the pay is a lot less. The minimum wage is like $8 an hour compared to Massachusetts, at least 12 or 13 or whatever.
Down there, man. I was just there 2 months ago for a week, and I thought the same exact thing. I was like, "Whoa, this is amazing! What the hell am I doing up here?"
Yeah, it all depends on where you live. You know what I mean?
Orlando
I live by the beach, so everywhere, every freaking thing's expensive because it's all like tourists around here. You know what I mean? I'm like 5-minute walk to the beach. You go outside.
Are you in right now?
Right now I'm residing in Pompano Beach. You know what I mean? Where Kodak Black is from. Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone know who Kodak Black is, this is where he's from. You know what I mean? He's a big ass artist. Yeah.
We recorded Sandro G's My Baby.
My Baby
My
video.
baby, my baby,
No doubt.
my
Yeah.
baby.
No doubt.
And you-
Yeah, Miami's pretty much shut down right now because the pandemic. You know what I mean? Like it's a ghost town over there. They were showing drone footage the other day, and it's so sad to see because it's always so live over there and always so full. And when you look at that drone footage that they post on the news, it's just like you just can't believe it's happening.
My buddy was saying the same thing about Orlando. Orlando is a very big tourist town, and he says it's dead. He says you see nobody outside whatsoever. All the parks are closed, everything's closed, so there's no need for anybody to be out. Is what he's saying. It's a ghost town.
Yeah, it sucks.
Definitely
But
goes. Even
hopefully
Rhode
everything-
Island now, I guess nobody from Massachusetts could be in any public access area in Rhode Island now.
I was in Rhode Island today, and
Whatever,
I don't know.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm staying in Massachusetts.
Me too, man. I stay in Mass at home, or if not home, then the studio.
You guys got some blue mics there? Are those blue mics?
Fabio wanted to go
Those
for
are
a
nice,
ride
man.
last night. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I wanted to go off-roading last night. I was in that type of mood. I want to get out. I want to just go smoke.
We
a
actually
blunt
have
and just
video.
go.
We actually have videos of that. We should have posted. To show
Listen,
the-
we'll post that because me and Smoggie decided to do a day trip, Ricky, and we're like, you know what? Let's go off-roading. So we went off-roading. So he's like, there's no Jeeps around. It's just us. All of a sudden, this Jeep comes upon us, this Jeep Wrangler, and he's just riding our ass. So I'm like, Smoggie, you know what? Fuck this. I just want to enjoy. I don't want to sit there like, boom, 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 the whole time, right? So we have the windows down because it was a beautiful day, dude. This guy goes around us in the middle of a goddamn river. Like, I'm telling you, I could have stepped out of the truck and swam in this pond, okay? Hey, just, whoa. Takes off. Hey, water comes right inside the whole car. I'm drenched. He's drenched.
And it's all on video.
Catching all on video. This guy's catching these hills and just getting air like nuts.
Yeah, we're gonna post that up. We're gonna post that.
We're definitely gonna post that. But once again, guys, I want to let everybody know.
I actually have a video clip here from a long time ago. All right, it's when Ricky did his first interview with Luzelby.
Oh, you got
shit.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we were talking
damn.
about beach yesterday.
Put it up. Put it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
put
that's
it
an
up.
embarrassing moment right here. But
Hey, that's all right, man. It's where
because I was
started.
like back then, I was really nervous. You know what I mean? Like I was really nervous. I was a kid. Now I'll just do this shit like
no,
nothing.
we all
you know what I
went through that, man.
Oh,
And
Right,
as
of
you
course.
mature,
It's a phase you go through. Yeah.
But
Ricky, the first show that I did, the first live show that I did, right? We literally had 3 or 4 songs, and this motherfucker just dragged me to a feast, right? I had no idea what was going on, and then he goes, "Okay, yo, we're going on right now." I said, "What do you mean we're going on? We're going on." I'm like, I've never sang in front of anybody. I've never done a show. I've never done shit, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
oh my God,
The pressure starts hitting, right?
Yeah. Hey, but after
Adrenaline.
when you walk out, and you know this because you're an artist, man. When you walk out for that first time, you're so nervous, and then all of a sudden it's just adrenaline.
even
Yeah,
as a DJ,
straight
you feel
adrenaline, yeah.
that. Like even as a
You
DJ,
try-
you feel that. Man.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you try your hardest to impress.
And
Your
once you
first
start
impression is
going,
everything,
you're
you know.
fine, bro.
Absolutely.
But
It's
yeah,
nothing now, man.
But hit it with that video, Milton,
All right.
before
I
we
wanna check
forget
that
about
out.
that. I want to check a little bit of that out, too.
shit.
Yeah, that was the second.
Then
When you produced that song, I was like 15. I was 15.
years old. Man.
So
Yeah. I think so. Either 13 or 15. It was around there for sure. I think it was 13, man. I don't know. I know it was like 2-3 years late after I recorded the first thing. So I think it was like 13. Either 13 to 15, something like that.
Magic
But
fingers, man,
Yeah.
creating the
man,
dance
that was
music.
the freestyle era, man. With
But
the
that was a good
Yeah, that shit
jam,
was dope.
man. That was a good
that shit was
jam.
dope. I had dances and everything for that song.
Yeah, that was a good jam.
Hey man,
Yeah.
WJFD
Hey, I remember
played
one of
that
your
thing
shows.
on rotation, man.
That's what's up, man. And
WJFD
that's
played
how
that
you
shit.
know it's
They
got
do. They
quality.
still do. Lavem
They
is
do.
on rotation every morning, yo. They be listening.
See that?
I used to work at Cause Collision. Shout out to Carl at Cause Collision, man. He helped me in a lot. You know what I mean?
Nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely the man right there. Everyone at the shop, they fuck with my music. You know what I mean? They all listen to me, and they got the Portuguese station running every morning. You know what I mean? So I be on there every morning. You hear it. You know what I mean? That song just back to back every morning.
I love that.
That's a
I
good
love
feeling,
that. It
man.
is.
It's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's like it's not even a big deal. You know what I mean? I'm just so used to
Yeah,
it. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Whatever.
man.
It's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'll usually so put it like this: where I work, our runners, they keep every single car on the lot on the Portuguese channel, 97.3, right?
Yeah.
At times I'll go to move a car like in the morning to go show a customer or whatever, and all of a sudden me and Smoggie we got one of our songs. So they usually play Fresh Like Mozart and
Almost every day.
almost every day in the morning. It's in the
heard
morning
that.
too. So I
think I heard
forget
that
who
one.
the DJ is. Who the DJ is in the morning, but they play a lot of old stuff
Yeah,
that
they
like
do.
from local artists.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's up. You know what I mean? A lot
Absolutely.
of stations should be doing that. You know.
Absolutely.
We're going to get back to some more music, but before we get back to more music, we would like you guys to like, subscribe, and share. But
For sure, you guys need to
here's-
like and subscribe and you know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe, man.
Absolutely, and here's
You
what
guys
we're
gotta
doing
get
for
with the
Mr.
plug.
Slick, too. One of our $10 Amazon gift cards, the first person to search him on Facebook, Slick Productions, and Productions is with a Z. It
What is
ends with a
Z?
Z.
Yeah,
The
what is
first
Z?
person
Get it
to-
I
right.
said that like 10 times the other day. I kept saying Smoggie, what is Z? Smoggie, no,
You were
what
saying
is
it
Z?
to me. You were
So
saying
the
it to me.
first person to like and share his page on your wall is going to win an Amazon gift card. So when
Go
Mr.
now.
Slick gets a notification that you guys
For sure.
liked and shared his page, he's going to let us know who it was, and we're
Absolutely.
going to announce that winner
Yep.
before the end of
Absolutely.
the
And I'll
night.
be in touch with you guys. So I
That's
want
simple.
you.
It's
Yeah.
that simple.
That's simple.
That simple.
But we're going to
And-
get back to a little bit more music of Mr. Slick. So since he's representing the 508, we're going to give you guys a video that he did in the 508 a
508.
few years back, and that's always frontin', and it goes like
Yeah.
this.
That's what's up.
I don't really make music videos often, man. But since I gotta do everything myself, ain't nobody wanna cooperate.
This is my shit right here, man.
And Slick Productions gotta come in and Mr. Slick gotta come in and put this video together because you know what I'm saying? I do this shit all by myself and I don't need nobody's help. So fuck it.
Right.
Let's get right into this video, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'ma make this very clear. I'm riding with my homies, riding with my bitch. My cousin got the 19, I got the 26. And don't let Peter catch you slipping with that Smith & Wesson. We'll have you dodging hollow points, man, teach you a lesson. You motherfuckers, that's the wrong ones. And when you see me with the gang, you gon' think we all got guns. I ain't the killer, this is just for fun. But if I pull it out and cock it back, pow, boy, you better run. I load another clip, and you thought I was done. I'm really with the shits, so why you playing dumb? Said he wanna take the risk, so I took his bitch. Didn't wanna never sin, shorty suck my dick.
I got my stride with me if you wanna start something. Them haters always talking, but they ain't about nothing. We really live this life, and you out just bluffing. Swerving in my Beamer, smoking hella reefer. And don't you try to test me, cause I got the heater. Silver bullets to your head, boy, you best believer. Put your body in the bag and they will never see ya.
I be spending all this cash, it ain't hard to tell. But I got all this nice shit, they say I'm doing well. Plus I don't need a whip that works, so I don't need a scale. But I still pop up and I'll run, that's how I post the bail. Yeah, I am different. I can adapt to many things, cause I am gifted. And when you see me with the game and your plan shifted, my homie got one in the chamber, think I'm playing with ya. Coming out of Fall River, make them all shiver. They claim claiming they the shit, but they the cash later. Talking about big money, but they bank little. Say they don't want these problems, but end up in the middle. Man, you don't get it, this is what I really do. Wrote to the beat to make this heat, then got right in the booth. You other rappers lying, man, I speak the truth. Don't quit your day job now, that's like you ain't about. Bitch, I'ma stay in my lane, and that's without a doubt. And I'ma keep going in until they show them out. Then make deposits right into my bank account. Y'all just hating cause you know you'll never make it out. They want my check cause I'm getting paid. Well, they can keep on dreaming. When I catch them sleeping, I'll be wide awake. Fuck 401 is 50, hey. Cause I'm as real as it gets, and they just lyrically fake.
Always frontin'. Got my smile with me if you wanna start something. Them haters always talking, but they ain't about nothing. We really live this life, and you out just bluffing. Swerving in my Beamer, smoke a hella reefer. And don't you try to test me, cause I got the heater. Silver bullets to your head, boy, you best believer. Put your body in a bag and they won't ever see ya.
Hey, 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 hey. Slick Productions. Hey, 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 yo. Hey, 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 hey. Keep digging yourself that hole, man. Hold that shovel tight.
Yeah, you ready to talk about some hot top?
Yes, and we are back
Yo, I was
again.
bumping.
And we were bumping
I
to
was
another track.
bumping. I was bumping.
Yeah, you definitely were.
Now
man.
now I have a question. So like I said, man, with just about with every guest that walks in here, I don't want to talk. I don't want to go over anything. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to do my research because I want to ask fucking questions and be legitimate questions. Like as somebody like listening to you and seeing you for the first time, I have seen you in the past. You know, you were much younger. Right. Explain to me how it was, because me and him have been talking about coming out of retirement, and you were like, okay, you know, we're not two fresh kids anymore, man. We're old guys, you know.
I know.
We're in our 30s now, so it's like, how was the rebranding going from Ricky Monas, right?
Yeah.
Portuguese pop star to Mista Slick?
Well, honestly, when I started with my studio again, I started making music. You know, I figured, you know, Ricky Monas was forgotten. He was dead. You know what I mean? No one knows who he is anymore, because I stopped for so long, for like 6 years. You know, I stopped. I didn't release nothing, absolutely nothing. No one really. I didn't do any shows anymore. Like I said, I was just doing DJs. So, you know, like I said, in 2013, I was just like, I don't know what triggered me to, you know, start Slick Productions, like with the name and stuff, but I just like the way it sounds and stuff with the Z and everything, just the way the style is, you know, the capital S, the capital L, and then, you know what I mean? I don't know what it was. It just looked dope, you know what I mean, to me. So I used it. And then Mista Slick, I was like, yeah, my name's Ricky, so Slick, you know. I went from a boy to a man, now, obviously, just like any boy to a man does. But
now, was that any like ominous to Slick Rick there, or?
Yeah, at first it was Slick Rick. It was kind of like Slick, Mr. Slick Rick, you know what I mean? But then I had a friend of mine tell me, he's like, yo, man, you can't be using Slick Rick, man. There's already an MC Slick Rick, you know what I mean? There's all, you know, I'm like, yeah, I hear you know what I mean? So I was just like, all right, Mr. Slick then, you know what I mean? But ever since I moved down here, I've been wanting to change it to Soul Flow Slick now, you know what I mean? Because South Florida Slick, you know what I mean? Soul Flow Slick.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, maybe in the future I'll change it to Soul Flow Slick, you know, when I get more recognition and stuff. But, you know, as for right now, it's just Mr. Slick. People gotta know who I am as Mr. Slick and where I came about, so.
So now, as far as I know, you have your business, like as far as Slick Productions, like registered. Now, is the name also branded, like registered?
Yeah, the name is it's Slick Productions LLC now. It's legit. It's registered. It's a legit limited liability company. I mean, I am sole proprietor, employed to my own company. You know, so I make my own money on my own time, my own terms. Mm-hmm. So it's great. You know, all I had to do was just take that step further and register all my stuff with the state and get my employee identification number from the government. Yeah. So with the IRS, so it's all legit. That way I can do taxes and everything by the end of the year.
Which is easy enough, Rick. Which is easy enough.
Yeah. Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Besides you being an artist, like do you like work with like other people?
Yeah, absolutely. And besides being an artist, I'm also a mixing engineer. You know, I'm a record producer. You know, I mix and master for people. You know, I quit my job recently, and you know, since I quit my job, my former boss, you know, he decided to have me do videos for him for his shop to promote his shop and stuff. And I was like, I'm with it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna pay me to do the work that I love to do, then why not? You know. So shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris Jokum from Sunshine Auto Center in Pompano Beach. You know what I mean? He's like 2 minutes away from me.
Sunshine Auto Center. Check him out, guys. If you're ever down there, need his services.
Yeah, he definitely hooks it up, man. He's a good guy too. So,
but that's what's
yeah,
up,
for
bro.
sure.
Quick question, man. How's life been out there, like, since this whole COVID-19, though? Like, do they got you guys on lockdown out there?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, since the pandemic started, man, it's just straight bullshit, man. I'm sick of it, man. Honestly, man. It disappoints me, man, to see the way everything is right now. Because when I first came down here, everything was just so live. Everything was so live every day, every night. You know what I mean? Now it's just now it's just you see cars passing by here and there. The restaurants only have take. Yeah, it's everywhere you go, it's the same thing now. It's not cool anymore, man. It's just it makes me sad, you know. But we got to keep pushing. You know, we can't really listen to the media. The media is what's going to damage us.
Now,
you know
you
what I mean?
moved down there.
Stop it.
Do you have your family there with you?
No. I have an aunt in Tampa. Yo, chill. Sorry, I got the dogs.
Let me see the puppy. Bring the puppy on the live stream.
Oh man, these dogs are annoying as hell, man. See, I got the.
What you got there?
I got the pit right here.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, I got the pit right here.
Yeah,
she a blue nose. Yeah, she 100%.
She wants to be part of the show.
Yeah, she's bothering this one. That's what it is. She's bothering this one. This one's talking back at it. You know what I mean? This is my little boy Honda right here. This is my first dog right here.
Me.
You got blue eyes?
Nah. He looks crazy son of a bitch. Fucking dogs, man.
But see, guys, this is the effect of COVID-19 right here. If you think about it, I mean, any other time he'd be in his own green screen, you know, working in his studio, doing his thing, and you know, everybody's got to do things from home right now. Right. But how does so? My question to you is, you don't have family out there other than just an aunt. So how?
Yeah,
is
she's
that,
in Tampa. She's in Tampa,
Ooh,
so
so
she's
that's
like
a little
4
bit
hours
away.
away from me. You know, so I don't really see it. You know what I mean?
How's that taking its toll on you? Like, I mean, as far as like mentally, because the mental part of this game is the worst,
right?
And emotionally as well.
To be honest, I moved down here to pretty much get away from everybody. I had to pretty much like cut everyone off. You know what I mean? Because in order for me to get to where I want to be, I got to focus on my own self. And, you know, I ended up moving down here to finish school. You know, I took online classes, but when I went to graduate, I went to the school itself to graduate, you know, and it was such a dope experience. You know, I felt like I accomplished so much. I was, you know, Advanced Achievement Award winner, you know, for going above and beyond. I was a course directors award winner. You know what I mean?
Well, you were focused.
Just for leadership. Yeah, man. So I'm on my grind now, and I had to quit my job to do this because I'm young now. I got to do it now, you know, and I'm more motivated than ever now. You know what I mean? So I got to do it. I just got to do it now. So I'm dropping a song every freaking week, man. I don't care.
And that's the way you got to do it, man.
I'm dropping a song every week. I'm pulling the Rush strategy.
Yeah. In order to live the dream, you got to live the dream.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's what I feel like I'm living the dream. You know what I mean? I'm just not famous or rich yet, but I don't give a shit about none of that. Honestly, man. As long as it happens gradually. You know what I mean? You learn from your accomplishments and stuff. You know what I mean? And you
be humble. Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Artist to an artist, right? I've always said it's not about the money, it's not about the fame and shit like that. I've always said that, but then again, a lot of people say that, but it is about the money. It is about the
honestly, it ain't to me. It ain't about fame. But if I can make a whole $1 million, a whole bunch of money, like, and have a bank account full of money because of the music that I make for people, hell yeah, you know what I mean. But I don't give a shit about being famous. Like, I don't really care about you know being on TV and shit. Like, if I be on TV, you'll see me in a movie. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be doing. I'll be making movies. You feel me? But like. You know, I don't really care about the fame and shit. I just want, you know, people to listen to what I have to say in my messages, and it hopefully they can, you know, relate and inspires them to do, motivates them to do whatever they love too. You know what I mean? I'm just here to help people, inspire them, and get them going too, just like the way I am. You know.
So Ricky, we have here another video that we actually want to show of yours too. We have a couple of them, but this next one takes place in New York.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want to tell us a little bit about that before we hit the video, like
that story's crazy, man. That story's
I've
crazy,
seen
man.
in a
And my mom's
video-
watching it. My mom's probably watching this, so I can't, I can't really go really into detail, but
And she's
I can, I can
Portuguese,
tell.
too.
Yeah. She
you're gonna
knows.
get that
I mean,
phone
there's
call after
nothing.
this.
There is nothing I don't tell my mother. I'll tell you right now. There's nothing I don't tell her. You know what I mean,
You got that.
there's
open
nothing I
bond
don't
with
tell her, but there's
you know?
some things that she's better off not knowing because I
So
don't
you
want.
don't tell her everything.
Right. So I mean, obviously there's
He filters.
Yeah, you got to
He
filter
keeps
it a little
it
bit, just
PG.
out of
He keeps
respect.
it
Just out of
PG.
respect. You know what I
think
mean?
we
Just out of
all do.
respect.
I think we
No,
all do.
absolutely. It's more that respect than anything.
But that
else,
was
you know?
another business trick that we took. I originally went to go out there to record a record with my boy Prince Hill, and he never got back to me. He never. I was in Manhattan. I paid like $600 for 3 nights, and I brought my studio gear with me to record and everything there. And I had 2 of my homies come with me, and I guess both of my homies had beef with him, so he didn't show up because of it. So I was like, damn. So it's like 4 a.m. We're like, fuck, what are we gonna do now? What am I gonna do? Because I needed his vocals I needed him to record his vocals so I could get this record done for the album, And that didn't happen. So we were like, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. And we're just like, I just started making a beat, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, this shit sounding crazy, you know what I mean? And I had lost my voice that night for certain reasons. I'm not gonna talk about it on here, but for certain reasons, I had lost my voice. It was a fun night, put it that way. But it was like 5 a.m. I'm making this beat, and I started writing to it. And then I was hearing my voice. I was spitting it. I was like, yo, this sounds fire. I don't know why, but I have no voice, but it sounds fire the way it sounds. So fuck it, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, if this ain't a hit, dude, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? But whatever. Anyway, it was, it was just dope. You know what I mean? It was just a dope experience. So that's how that came about. And then a month later, we went back to shoot the video for it. You know what I mean? So that's how that really happened.
And what's the name of that song?
It's called New York, featuring
New York.
Frankie. Frankie
Yeah,
May. He's a
that's
dope
what I have
artist
it
too.
here as New York, but I didn't know if that was the name of it. But
Yeah.
here we go, New York.
I live my life this way. I do not care what they say. I don't know why they hate. I'm still gonna play this game. If you try to fuck with my game, I hit it on every stage. Don't let me fight when you stay. So when I pull up, I'ma spray. I live my life this way. I do not care what they say. I don't know why they hate. I'm still gonna play this game. If you try to fuck with my game, I hit it on every stage. Don't let me find where you stay. Cause when I pull up, I'ma spray. Don't let me find out where you stay. Cause I'ma pull out of your stay. Could be tomorrow, today. I heard you be flexing on me. But you're not that far away. Just find out where you'll be and stay. But once I pull out of your place, I'm busting your whole family. These boys know I'm a reckless man. These hoes know I'm a sexy man. Got bags on me just cause I can. I was trying to get it straight to the spread. Put my brothers on, we all breaking bread. Scream, fuck the haters and fuck the feds. God got me on some better plans. So fuck it all, I don't need no friends. I'm fucking your bitch every day. That pussy for free, I ain't gotta pay. She in then she out, then she went back to your place. But once you showed up, my goons had you slayed. I live in my life this way. I do not care what they say. I don't know why they hate. I'm still gonna play this game. If you try to fuck with my game, I hit it on every stage. Don't let me find where you stay. Cause when I pull up, I'ma spray. I live in my life this way. I do not care what they say. I don't know why they hate. I'm still gonna play this game. If you try to fuck with my game, I hit it on every stage. Don't let me find where you stay. So when I pull up, I'ma spray. I heard you wanted a verse, yeah, she can't afford it. My shirt and my car got them horses. When I'm fucking, I leave on my forces. Got her pussy dripping like the faucet. Buy her a bag and I pay her mortgage. I don't ride for these hoes, man, she walking. If I have money, I'm riding like I'm Forrest, yeah. I'm moving too fast, all I hear is way up. Young nigga on the grind, boy, I'm on my way up. They been hating on a nigga, but I never gave a fuck. If I did, boy, I probably never would've came up. This It's only a few who gon' shine with me. I know ain't too many gon' ride with me. I can't trust these hoes, she gon' lie to me. That's why I fuck one time, then it's 500. Headshot for whoever touch my money. Yeah, I remember when my verse cost 500. Nigga, fuck with my cake, better hide from me, yeah. First on find where you stay, when I pull up on the spread, yeah. To get to this money, my nigga, I'm hitting up every state. I live in my life this way. I do not care what they say. I don't know why they hate. I'm still gonna play this game. If you try to fuck with my game, I hitting up every state. Don't let me find where you stay. So when I pull up, I'ma spray. I live in my life this way. I do not care what they say. I don't know why they hate. I'm still gonna play this game. If you try to fuck with my game, I hitting up every state. Don't let me find where you stay. Cause when I pull up, I'ma spray.
Just holding them motherfuckers.
We got the cameraman trying to hold his hands up while recording. Fuck it, we out here. Work with what you got, because if you don't, you never get nowhere.
Yep.
Yes, and we are back again.
Snapple
and
Crackle
that was
Pop.
New York by Mr. Slick from Slick
I enjoyed
Productions.
that.
You went hard on that
I
one,
enjoyed
huh?
that. I enjoyed
I don't
that.
even I don't even give a fuck what I said, but what I wrote and stuff. It was just for fun, you know what I mean? The thing is the beat was so hard, bro. It was just what
I had like
the
a
beat was
like a
so
Post
like one of my
Malone
favorite
type of
beats I
vibe
ever
to
made,
that.
bro. That was such like that was one of my favorite beats I ever made. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, we gonna run with this shit, man. Before you know
So
it, it's
now,
got
after watching that and listening to the original story, now I gotta ask you, how did you end up, making it all work? How did you end up making it all happen? Because now you had a second verse on there, you had an entire video, you went up there with 2 people, you said, and now you had a whole crew of people. How did you manage?
Well, what happened was the feature that was on there, Frankie May. Those people were affiliated with him, you know what I mean? And then I ended up meeting them too, you know what I mean? So we were all cool. We all wanted to start a team, and so we did. And that's the same team that I went with to Miami for the first time. So we shot New York, and we were like, yo, this shit's fire, and people are looking at it, you know what I mean? So let's go to every state. Let's do it something like let's do a video for every state. Fuck, So that's when we, like I said, we took the business trip down to Miami to try to make a video. I took all my studio equipment again. We were there for actually 5 days. Nothing happened though. Like we got footage, a whole bunch of bullshit and shit, you know what I mean? But like I was making beats and stuff. We ended up making like a mommy's day song, you know what I mean? Mother's Day song, you know what I mean?
Like you were hustling back then, huh?
Yeah, but but like that's how it all started. But then things happened, so we all like broke apart and stuff. And then a year later, I was like, yo, fuck everybody, I'm moving down here, and that was it. You know what I mean? So we didn't end up making any more music together or not. So I was just solo, and I was like, I'm cool with it though. It is what it is. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Pretty crazy. But hey, once again, guys, I don't know if Ricky got his notification on his end.
Post.
So I'll tell you right now what I got so far.
Let me see.
So I got.
Let's see if Mr. Slick already got a notification of someone sharing his page.
Can we post that link?
So we.
So I got two likes. I got 2 likes 13 minutes ago. The first like was Chantel Nobrega.
Chantel Nobrega.
Did she share it? Did she share it?
I don't see no shares. All I see is a love from my cousin Nicole Souza. Shout outs to Nicole Souza. She loved the post that I shared about the podcast that we're live right now. And then I got another one who likes Slick Production, Claudia Braga.
Claudio Braga.
Claudio Braga.
Okay, my boy. What's up? Shout out Claudio. Very good guy right there.
So we got 2 people there, but they didn't share it.
Yeah, we got 2 likes. We got 2 likes. We got 2 likes
post the
on
link in
Slick
the
Productions
comments.
page.
Can we get that done, Milton? Post the link to his stuff in the comments.
So here's the deal. You got 5 minutes to like and share his page. Once you do that, you have to come back on the Smoggie Live show, and you got to comment that you liked and shared it, and you will win a $10 Amazon gift card.
First one to do all 3. Let's do it.
First one to do all 3.
Yeah.
But getting back to this whole COVID-19 shit, man. Out there in Florida, are they requiring you guys like to wear face masks now in public, like as a law, like they're doing out here, like a $300 fine if you're caught without wearing it and all that?
With the mask out here, all I know is that you got to go anytime you go into public places like Walmart or something, which I just went this morning when I woke up. Yeah, you're required to wear a mask. Yeah, and so I got to wear a mask.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah,
and they got those lines that form outside the building like they do out here too.
Nah, there's no lines out here, man. There's no lines. They just let everyone in. You know, they have like a thing cut off where you have to walk around and you grab a carriage and you wipe the carriage down and you walk in with your mask on. But as soon as I walk out that bitch, my mask is off. Like I'm fuck this shit. Fuck this. Ghetto. Hey, my belief is, this is all government bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. It's all. I don't know about this 3 million cases, bro. Like worldwide 3 million cases, bro. All I see is numbers. I don't see proof. I don't see funerals of people dying.
Hey, can I say something to you, bro? I 100% agree.
You know what I mean? Like all I see is numbers, bro. All I see is numbers and people talking. I don't see no proof of anything.
To me, numbers are
That's
just
how I feel.
Here's the thing. You guys can feel however you guys want to feel.
Exactly. We're all entitled to our own opinions.
Absolutely.
We're all
The
entitled.
fact of the matter is this. I have a family member that's now positive for COVID-19, and the person on the side of him is already in hospice. So
no, we're not saying. I'm not saying at least it's not real. It is a real virus, but now as far as the numbers that they're throwing out there at us, I think it's more because of it's more of.
Well, Smoggie, let me put it into perspective like this.
It's more because of the government battling it out with each other.
Let
the
me put it
Democrats
into
and the
perspective like
Republicans.
this, Smoggie. They tested on Monday. They got the results back on Wednesday, and today is Sunday. And by Friday, this lady was already in like hospice type condition. So let's put it like that. Like she's already in like the hospice unit. Like she's ready to go. You know what I mean? So like the deaths are real. I mean, you can have a couple deaths. It's like they were saying on the news and on a lot of articles that I've read. You can, and I think even Mike has said this. You have a lot of deaths that are being labeled as COVID-19 deaths that may not be COVID-19 deaths, but not enough to really mess up the numbers. 1 out of every 200 is not going to mess up the numbers. 1 out of every 300, 400, 500 is not going to mess up the numbers.
Within the past month, it went from like 50,000 to 3 million. Within the past month, it's unreal.
And
like,
supposedly we didn't
man,
even
I don't
have
know.
the testing to test to get these numbers like
dude, I don't know.
You know
Like
what
I
I
said,
mean?
it's what the news says. Like the news is on right now.
And
This
that's
fucking
all we can
bullshit's on
listen
right
to
now.
is basically the news because that's where we get most of our information from.
Right.
But the
Can you
problem
really
is
trust the news?
No,
That's-
absolutely
I
not.
don't
I mean,
trust the news.
absolutely
you
not.
cross-reference just like anything else. I mean, you hear
You can't even trust
something,
the
read
you can't even trust the weather on the damn news. Never mind anything else, man.
That's
the
the only
news-
job you can get wrong every day and still have a job.
The
Shit.
newscasters, they keep it political too because you got like Fox News, who's like the Republicans, and you got CNN.
Well, that's
who's
their
like
job,
the
man.
Democrats.
It's all
You know
about
what I
money.
mean?
The media is all about money. You know what I mean?
Of
Whatever
course.
benefits or whatever benefits they're gonna get, that's gonna make money, bro.
Milton.
That's the only way. You know.
What?
Can we
Media's
put
all
the
about
link down in the
I
comments
already
so these
did.
people can
I
do what
already
they gotta
did.
do? Because I'm looking and I don't see it.
I see the link right here.
The link is there,
So
brother.
once again, guys,
Jesus,
like
Uncle-
Mr. Slick's
I might need your
page
glasses,
and
Millie.
share it, and you will get an Amazon gift card.
It's 7:55 Eastern right now. At 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be giving that away.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming Florida's.
I
the
can
same
tell you
thing.
right now.
Yeah, the link is up there.
I can tell you right now, Nicole Souza she's already been liking Slick Productions, and she shared the video just now, and she gave it a heart too on the show itself. So I mean, I think she's the winner because
All
I got
right.
another
And
one
she's
here.
active.
So here's the deal, Nicole Souza. Send us an inbox, and we're gonna send you that gift card. You are the first winner of our Amazon gift
Shout
card.
out Nicole Souza.
Shout out to Nicole Souza.
There's still one to give away. There's still one more to give away. So guys,
Still
come
got
on.
one more to give
Like,
away.
subscribe, share, YouTube.
Now it
Smoggie
should be
Show.
that second one. That second card should be for, you know, you guys got to like, share, and subscribe to Smoggie's channel. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's what it should be right there, man. You know what I mean?
Share.
That's
You know what I mean?
exactly what it is every week, guys.
Sure.
We've been doing this for what now? Like
5 weeks now.
No, we've been doing 5 weeks, 5 episodes. But as far as the Amazon gift cards,
It's
we've
been every
doing it
week.
about 3 weeks, 4
No,
weeks
it's
straight
this
now,
is the
right?
fourth
It's been
week.
every
We just didn't do it the
We've
first
been doing
show.
it every week, right?
We just
Besides
didn't do the first show.
Where have you been, Smoggie?
I don't know, man. I think I've been in Smogland, but we're
Listen.
gonna continue to do that every
You
week.
should check out the Smoggie Show email. You would see all the transactions, or the Smoggie Show Facebook. You would see all the messages. So, you know,
Well, I got people. That
somebody's
run
got
that,
to. Yeah, people. Somebody's got to do it. Milton, me and you, we're the fucking horses.
It's teamwork here. It's
Scrav,
teamwork. That's
scrav.
how it works.
Teamwork. It's teamwork. It's
Of
teamwork.
course, of course, of course.
If anybody, it's you.
Hey, I want a tight ship run. So let me ask you a question. Has Donald Trump said any stupid fucking shit this
Oh,
week?
dude, Mike's been.
You guys are like Donald
me
Trump
in-
fucking
Can I-
like
can I
titty
be-
I've been
suckers.
busy working in
Can
the
I be
studio,
honest?
so I haven't been watching Trump.
You've been
gave
listening to
up.
Mike.
I gave up listening to news for like the past week. I gave up on like everything with the outside world, basically. You know what I mean? Because the more you sit there and listen to it, the more you go crazy. You know what I mean? So
Nicole Souza, please
Forget that
message me your email address so I can send that over to you. Just you can either get a hold of me or right on the Smoggie Show Facebook. Message me your email address so I can take care
email
of
address. But we got another video by Mista Slick
Mr.
coming up
Slick.
right now, and this
Slick
one
Productions with a Z.
with a
With a Z. Hey, I
Don't
was saying that
don't
so many
forget
times.
The Z.
My God.
Gotta get it right.
Don't forget
Gotta get
the
it right.
Z. That's the main key. But we're gonna go to a new video here of Mr. Slick, and it's called New Legacy, and it goes like this.
Hey, yo. Yo, ENT, what's good, player? Yo, what's good? Yo, I need you to come through, man. I got the last track for your mixtape. It's ready, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I got the verse ready and shit. I got the whole thing ready. Let's go, man.
yo, matter of fact, I'm just getting to the store right now.
Yo. Grab a fucking backwood too, man. You know what I'm saying? Grab me a backwood, cuz.
Yeah, I'm about to grab a backwood right now.
Get that honeyberry one, and we straight. We gonna roll up and get this shit done.
You know I got the honeyberry, I got you. Alright. 100. So let's go on now. So let me get the honeyberry backwood.
Yeah. Like to give a shout out to Slick Productions, man. They're looking for the mastering. One time to the whole Spread Life campaign and shit like that. And it's just different this time around, you know? Got more opportunities. Like to give a big shout out to the homie Life, man, you know? Just been putting me on to new situations. Shout out to Richie Rich Beats. Yeah. Thinking about the old days, no worries or stress. We was in our own ways, playing cards in the front yard, banging OJs. I remember I was homeless, but I kept a good faith. Stunting hard, thinking about the old times, like really stressful. Thinking about a gold mine. Friends suddenly forget you, you been there the whole time. He ain't need trip, support a homie as he on the grind. Take you out the hood and do right as you could. Some others did drugs, they was rolling backwards. Just about the times we played ball, hustle sometimes. And pops left the crib, I was never out of line. 15 with a kid and shit went left. Try to slow me down when I'm doing my best. Yeah, look, I'm a man smoking, living with less. And to the one that's locked down and one time to the vets. And I'm a 90s baby, when shit was really grimy, baby. Old noodles and hot dog, look at the time, baby. I know the streets pay me, tell them quicker shit made me. I've been doing G lately, really G3. This is what I've been through. Respect it, really I would love for you to respect it. Tell them that I sent you a blessing. Really what I went through is a lesson. This is what I've been through. Respect it. Really I would love for you to respect it. Tell them that I sent you a blessing. Really what I went through is a lesson, yeah. Time to get back where I left off. I'm dreaming of these O's and rings, Sonic the Hedgehog. Staying humble, be in my lane, like we ain't met at all. Taking notice, I don't even hate even when spreads involved. It's proven ain't got time for excuses, been a nuisance. Instantly changing just for the music. School of hard knocks, what's the teacher without the student? Over time, Mr. Miyagi steadily losing. Feeling like I'm crying for my whole life. Trying to show my brother something different, no more holding white. Trying to give my son a better living, no more cold nights. Turn me on, watch me black out just like a strobe, like what's up?
Respect it, really I would love for you to respect it. Tell them that I sent you a blessing. Really what I went through is a lesson. Yeah, yeah. Thinking about the new days, came through, tied the game up like a shoelace. Over time, started making beats, this the new way. Always headed straight for the cash, call that a paper chase. It's been a rough life in the making, but still I keep my cool, now the credit's what I'm taking. I'm saying, it took a little time with the patience. Never at the bottom, but I came up from the basement. As a child, Pops hit me, he was going wild. It's hard now, been through the storms, can't fall down. I'm working too much, can't clown around. Trying to make it out, trying to focus on the sound. Used to sell packs in the back with my backpack. Mama needed food, so I'ma give her half that. No brand name kicks used to get laughed at, but the same ones that need help, now I'm past that. Feeling like a black sheep, do it for my fam, man, why they treat me differently? When they need it for the low, I get it through the streets. But overall, I'm legit, I'm grinding through the week, what's up?
I need a piece of the pie, man, I really need a piece of the pie, man, I really need it. I need a piece of the pie, man, I really need a piece of the pie, man, I really need it. I need a piece of the pie, man, I really need a piece of the pie, man, I really need it. I need a piece of the pie, man, I really need a piece of the pie, man, I really need it. I need a piece.
We just want a piece of it,
and I really need a piece of the pie.
We don't want the whole damn thing.
I need a piece of the pie.
Or maybe we do.
Need a piece of the pie, man, I really need it.
Yo, I enjoyed that video. Where did you record that video?
Want a piece
That was that was in the studio. That was at my house. That was at on Quikasham Street where the homie grew up.
I got you. The basketball court on the right hand side.
Yeah, that song is actually his song, Mr. ENT's. I produced that joint for him. You know what I mean? He actually wrote the lyrics and everything. He wrote my lyrics too. I just switched it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But shout outs to him. You know what I mean? That was his song for his album. But we decided to make a video, and I ended up putting it on my channel. You know what I mean? Because I produced the whole thing with the video and everything. I had people help us with the camera and stuff, and it's on the video there, co-directed by this and that. So you could check that video out once again and see who did that. But shout outs to them. You know what I mean? So that's how it came about with that. But yeah, that's actually his song. But one hand washes the other, man.
Absolutely, man. That's the way it works. But Fabio, I know in the middle of that song you had told me about someone.
We got the second winner, man. This man's been active. He's been watching us this whole entire time. He's been showing love on the feed. He's been showing love on the Facebook. He's been showing love on everybody's Facebook. He's been sharing, liking, and he's been very active. So we definitely got the second winner.
So the winner, Mr. Milton, can we get a drum roll, please?
Claudio Braga. Congratulations,
up.
brother, and putting it out there.
Wow, I felt like I was at a soccer game.
I know. I was just gonna say the same exact thing.
Hey, I'm getting
man.
ready for UFC, baby. I'm getting ready for UFC. That voice needs to be. So, hey, you know what? Shout out to him. Shout out to his business. He's got a nice business at home. He makes custom wallets. He makes a bunch of custom stuff.
Who's that?
Check him out, Claudio. Yeah, he's got a good business running out of his home.
Cool.
He runs it, through like Amazon, eBay, things like that, and other sources. He puts out a good product, and he's very good at what he does. Very good. If you need any custom gifts, anything like that, watches, things like that, check him out. He's very good. He's very reasonable with prices as well.
So there we go.
Yeah,
Claudio Braga.
send me your email.
Send us a message on our inbox so we can send you the Amazon gift card. All right, my friend. So congratulations on that $10 Amazon gift card. You're our second winner. Now going back to Mr. Slick. So Mr. Slick, where can these people find you online so they can go and purchase your music, listen to your music, whatever it is you have, What's the best way for these people to reach out to you?
Slick Productions with a Z.com.
Fucking everywhere, man. Everywhere.
So
everywhere. Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify, my website, slickproductions.com. Just Google Mr. Slick or Slick Productions with a Z, and I'm gonna pop up.
It pops right up.
Pops right up, bro.
I just Googled you like an hour ago, and I was like, okay, Spotify, you're on everything.
Pops right up. Yeah, I'm on everything, bro. So and SoundCloud is where I have most of my listeners. Before when I have a song drop like tomorrow, I had this one drop last week. This song right here. And,
now you got something new dropping
on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually dropping it tomorrow. Because I can't wait no more. But it will most likely be like available on Spotify and stuff and Apple Music. I think on my birthday, which is May 7th, so that's on a Thursday, I think. I released all my music on SoundCloud first, and then I let the companies distribute it and stuff. Like I have a company, United Masters, who distributes all the stuff. So. They put it out for me, and
So let me ask you a question: for an artist starting up that doesn't have the knowledge that you have, because you went to school, you got your degree, you've been doing this for a long time too. For an artist that's starting out, that's watching this right now, that says, "Okay, how do I get my music out there? How do I get my music on Spotify, on iTunes, on these platforms where I can make a little bit of revenue because I've invested a lot of money into all this production, all to this, in time, because very well, it costs a lot of money to make music.
Oh, absolutely.
It costs more than you make at first.
Yeah, luckily for me, I produce the whole thing. I do the whole nine, so it's free for me to make the music.
If you have stuff.
When it's time to put it out, you got to invest into promo.
So how do they go about doing so?
Well, there's many distribution companies out there. I started off with CDBaby.com, and that's like one of the main industry they're also partnered up with disc makers that actually make legit copies of your CDs and everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I started off with like I said, CD Baby, and now I use United Masters. United Masters is absolutely free. They just take 10% of what you make. So if you make like $100. You know what I mean? They're going to take $10. You know what I mean? But it's worth it because it's for free. Either way, you're going to be making a lot of money if you have a good fan base. You got people streaming your music. Everything. You get paid through streams now. Nowadays, you're getting paid through streams. So if you're making a lot of music, and you're getting paid for the streams and stuff, you're going to make good money. Even if they're going to take their half, it's worth it. You know what I mean? You can go on TuneCore, you can go on CD Baby, and it's like $10 to drop a record. You know what I mean? To drop a single, they distribute it to Apple Music, Spotify, everything, and then you keep 100% of the royalties. You know what I mean? But for United Masters, they keep 10%. But I mean, if you're not really making money right now, might as well put on United Masters. You know what I mean? Because you're not really making any money.
Exactly. So you ain't losing any either.
Right. So you're not losing anything. You know what I mean?
It's free.
And every year, if you use TuneCore every year, you got to pay the $10. It's $10 subscription every year to have your single online.
So
you know what I mean?
So it's like a third party.
Yeah, it's pretty much a third party. Yeah. You don't go by yourself. You don't go on Apple Music itself and submit it through them. You know what I mean?
It's a digital distribution company, basically.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Now my question is,
it's a digital streaming platform. Apple Music, Google, Spotify. You know what I mean? That's all digital streaming platforms, DSPs.
Does your stuff does your stuff have to be legit registered?
Nah, I mean you can put anything out as long as it's not copyrighted, as long as it's an original record, you know. And if you do have samples in the song, then you have to make sure they're cleared and stuff. Because then, just like the other day, the new song that I'm dropping tomorrow, TuneCore, I decided to use TuneCore for the first time to see how that works, you know. And they pissed me off. They sent me an email saying that it's not an original work, blah blah. And I'm like, what do you mean? I started the damn beat from scratch. You know what I mean? So I got pissed out. But then they sent me an email saying, can you just confirm that if you own 100% rights of the record? I'm like, I own 100%. All right, like they're like, all right, cool. So thank you for confirming. We're gonna send it out now. You know what I mean? Cool. So that's gonna drop tomorrow on SoundCloud only, and then after the week or so, it should be on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff. So I'll put the background right here for tomorrow's record. But this was last week, the I Have a Dream record. I don't know if you want to play that because that's the newest record out right now. But
we don't have that. We don't have that.
Now, I had a question to one thing that you said.
It's on YouTube though.
Okay.
I had a question to one thing that you said during that. You had said that, you know, you have the streamers, you have your followers and stuff like that. Now, the next question is, like, now that you've told these people, okay, this is how you get your stuff out there, what would you recommend for somebody, again, starting out, has never really dealt with it, just has the product, essentially, but hasn't put it out there? How do you start building up that overall, you know, following that, you know, what would you recommend that they use to promote themselves, in a sense? You know,
like the internet's fucking the internet's fucking popping, man. You know what I mean? So Snapchat, any social media platform you can get on, man, promote your music through there, and it's fucking free. You don't pay nothing to post your music every day. You know, don't be spamming people. You know what I mean? Don't be fucking hit them up every day. Yo, listen to my shit. Listen. Just like what I do every day. Like I'll post once the song drops. I'll go heavy on that first day. You know, I'll be sending it. I'm sending everyone the link. I'm like, yo, go check it out through my text, through my messages, through my Instagram messages, and then before you know, at the end of the day, you got a whole bunch of people shouting me out on Instagram. It felt so great.
Hey, it's like I say, man. Like it's always the same amount of work promoting the song as it is as
absolutely. It's actually more. It's more work. It's more work because when you're in your creative zone, it's not even considered work. You know, you're just creating something that you love. You know what I mean? And you're just hoping that someone else loves it. You know?
Absolutely, it's the hardest.
Promoting, getting your shit out there is the hardest part because connections is what's going to get you.
But that is the truth. Social media nowadays is the best way to.
Yeah, you can pay like what I do is like I'll throw $5 at the post. Like I'll post an Instagram post and I'll promote that song that I just dropped, and I'll put like $5 on.
It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. You can be the worst artist out there, and you can have the best promotion ever, and you are gonna hit.
Yeah. The thing is, you gotta have talent too. You know what I mean? You can't just release a song and think it's a hit. You know what I mean? Like you gotta like the song yourself. You know what I mean? If you just think, the song like to me, everything I fucking make is a hit. You know what I mean? At least I think you gotta be confident in yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta have confidence. You know.
These days, half of these rappers, and again, I'm not hating. Everybody's got their own style, but half of these rappers, their lyrical content is fucking trash compared to but then again, it's a whole different era, it's a whole different thing, it's a whole different, you know, genre in a sense.
The good thing about my era, like my generation, is I got to see how it was before the internet and now how it is with the internet. Correct. Like, cause I'm 27 now, so I'm a 90s baby, you know what I mean? So to be, you know, that it's a good thing for me and for the people who are my age, because we get to see we get to share with the younger kids, you know what I mean? On how, you know, what we seen that they didn't get to see, you know. Because everything's so, like, newborn babies coming in, they're not going to know about Dr. Dre after, you know, and they're not going to know about Eminem. They ain't going to know about CDs. They ain't going to know, not even fucking records, bro. They ain't going to know shit, you know. All they're going to know is Spotify, Google, Apple Music, you know. It's all they're going to know, and the fucking news. And the news.
That's a fact. That's a fact, dude.
That's the absolute.
I mean, these days, I feel like it's more about the beat, man. You can be, bitch, spider, what up, the water, spout. You got a fucking fire ass beat, bro. You're fucking hitting platinum. Like, that's the shit that's out there. So I give you props for putting lyrical content.
Shit, though. Like, you gotta be on that shit.
Absolutely, but like I give props to people that still put out lyrical content, because at the end of the day, that's where it all started. It started with fucking lyrics. I mean, the beat, yes, it's a beat's everything.
But let me tell you something, man. Shit. But there's songs out there, like, for instance, your daughter's favorite song.
What does the fox say?
It's weird ass lyrics.
No, but that's an old song.
But the song is well produced, well recorded.
Old song.
It is. It's old, but it's well produced.
It's quality.
well
At this
recorded,
point, it's quality, you know.
Yeah.
You know
And it
what
was
I
an
mean?
up. It
So
was an
hit
up
the
like
scene.
lift and beat, you know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And
So-
again, it all goes back to what I was just saying. The beat these days is everything. If you can fucking, because you know very well, when you're in the studio and you're making a beat, you can have just a simple doom, 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 right? Just a simple melody. And you're like, fuck, I'm getting, like, you have nothing else but
Right.
one instrument on it. And you're getting pumped.
Right.
You're already writing your lyrics. You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
a lot of artists are like that. I'm like that. You know, I usually start off. I usually have the beat already in my head, and I just got to put it into existence. You know what I mean? So I pick the right drum kit, I pick the right melodies and stuff, but I already have it in my head. A lot of the times I'll just come in here and I'll pick a loop, boom, drop it in, then fucking kill the loop with a dope ass beat. You know what I mean? The other day I had one of my homies send me a sample, like an old Fado sample, like those Portuguese music samples. Fucking sent it to me, dude, and I straight demolished that shit. You know what I mean? I straight fucking murdered the beat. You know what I mean? So
I gotta check that out.
I made, I don't know what's going on. I already sent him a clean mix, so because I'm gonna have a feature on there and shit. So.
No,
You know what I mean? So,
let me ask you
but-
something, like coming from my end too, because I do the same line of work that you do. You know, I'm a producer, I'm a songwriter,
Right.
recorder, all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Now, do you make your beats like? Do you make beats like based upon something that you already written and you have a melody already in your head with those lyrics, and you just start jamming to it on the keyboard, or you just create a beat and then you write to it?
Every beat's different, honestly. Every beat's different. Sometimes it's in my head. When I used to work at the shop, when I used to detail cars and stuff, I would be detailing the cars, and then I'd be thinking of music in my head, something to write. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, when I get home, I'm like, yo, I gotta lay it down. But sometimes it's usually it's from a song that I listen to that I'm inspired from. You know what I mean? And then it makes me want to create my own type of vibe to it, but similar. But most of the time, like I said, the beat's in my head, and I just, when I get home or whatever, what I'm, in the studio, I put it out. You know what I mean? I put it into, I make it into existence.
Right. I feel you.
Absolutely.
There's been many nights we've sat in New World Productions, and Milton just playing with a fucking keyboard, man. You know how it is, because you've been there. I'm sure you've done it on your own as well. Just playing with a fucking
Just
keyboard,
jamming,
just
yeah.
jamming out, and all of a sudden, bah, you have a song.
Yeah.
Everybody starts writing. Everybody, okay, we're ready to record. Dude, it's been a half an hour. Like, I don't even have a full beat
Usually, like the hits that you hear on the radio, most of those songs were made like a half hour, to be honest. You know what I mean? Most of the songs, because it's such a simple chord progression. You have the simple chord progression. You just need to pick the right sound for that chord progression. Then you start with the beat, and then the bass, and then fucking get the lyric, and then the vocals, boom, mix that shit, master it, send it out. It's a hit. You know what I mean?
The less, the better.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
in my opinion
for
too.
us, back in the day when we released Melissa, Paul Milton went through hell with that.
Oh
song.
my God!
We went through.
I was so picky about that.
Three,
Hey,
I think we went through like 8 or 10,
No,
10
Rick,
different versions
Rick,
of that shit.
We made Milton just throw away beats like it was nothing. Like he was making shit from scratch, right?
Yeah.
And he was
Milton's
I was
that
like,
guy.
no, I don't want that. No, I'm not happy with that. No, it sounds weird. No, next. And then it was just like, it was the
Poor
right
guy,
beat.
he went through hell with that, man, because of this freaking.
Hey, but you know how it is.
yeah.
Like you're as an artist, at least with me, you're your worst critic.
Yeah.
I sit there and I
Absolutely.
criticize the fuck out of myself.
Yeah.
I go
I hate
back,
myself
me and him
sometimes,
go back and watch this show right after it's done, and we're like, okay, we need to do this better, we need to do that better. Like we criticize ourselves because we want to put out the best product. As an artist, when you're doing anything, you want to put out your best product.
Absolutely, you got to
I had
be
a
your
few
own worst
glitches.
critic. But sometimes it's always good to get that constructive criticism from someone else. You know what I mean? Because that's how
need
you
it.
improvise.
Absolutely.
Like
need
Milton, bro. Like Milton's got a voice. He knows how to rap.
Hey, he
And
knows how to rap.
He really does.
Milton's been rapping lately.
He's a rapper, man. I'm
Yo,
telling you, not
Milton's
just-
on the Lavame
I've
record
been
in the
doing some
beginning.
ghosts,
He's the
bro.
one who says, guess who's back,
Right.
Ricky's back. That's him in the record in the
Is it?
Lavame record.
Is it?
Yeah, that's him, yo.
See, I do ghost tracks. I can't see myself.
No,
as a
but let me
front
tell you
singer.
something. Milton did a song with me not too long ago, and this
Yes,
song,
he did.
this song is complete fire. And every time he hears it, he just has his head down and knocks himself down when he hears his part. I'm like, no, bro.
No,
I'm
it
like,
sounds fire.
Your shit sounds fire.
Fire.
I know you got to be your own worst critic, bro, but take it from me, man. That shit sounds fire,
I'm not,
man.
Hey,
and
definitely
I'm not
makes
used
good
to
stuff.
I'm not used to hearing myself rap. That's what it is.
But you did your thing on it, bro. You definitely did your thing.
So now I have another question for you related to, now we've covered, how do you put your music out there? How do you
Right.
promote your music? What would you recommend as far as like, okay, so now you have the young kid who's 17, 18, you know, he asked his moms and his dad for, you know, a couple things for the studio for Christmas, for his birthday, shit like that. He had a little bit of money. He went and bought whatever he wanted. And now he's recording. But he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the expertise. He doesn't have the ear to mix and master his own stuff. So now, what do you do? What do you recommend that they do? Because I know there's companies out there, there's big companies, like you can go right through Sony,
Right.
you can go through like a subdivision of these companies and say, okay, this is what I have. Here's all the audio files.
Right.
Mix and master it for me. What do you recommend that they do? And, you know, is there anything that you can say, hey, go on this, I've used this
Right.
before, that they can, you know.
First of all, they gotta have passion for it. You gotta have passion for the shit. If you're even willing to like make a studio for yourself and you know, learn how to mix your own shit first. Learn how to master your own shit first. You know what I mean? Learn how to do your own shit first. If you have the equipment to do it, if you're already recording your own stuff, you know, learn how to mix it first. If you don't like the way it sounds, yeah, then send it my way. Send it to Slick Productions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fuck it up for you. I'm gonna make you sound like $1 million. That's the advice I can give. But professional, like you, artists
So you mix and
gotta
master.
fucking I mix and master. They have to invest into this. This shit's not free. You know what I mean? Nothing's fucking free. People are gonna want to make people want to make money. I've invested thousands of dollars into this. So I'm not gonna just have an artist come in here and mix their shit for free. Like I got to make my money back on this shit, you know. But I'm giving you quality, you know what I mean. And I work with your budget, you know what I mean. Like if you could, like usually I charge like $100 for a record. I'll mix and master your joint, you know what I mean, for you. I'll mix and master your record for you. It's $50 to mix it. But it all depends on the record. It all depends how many fucking tracks you got. Because if it's like a complex record where I even have to go in and edit
Shit's
everything
clipping at this point.
It's very technical, you know what I mean? But like the advice I can give to a person who doesn't know how to mix and master, send it to a professional. Invest yourself, you know what I mean? Invest in yourself. In this lifetime, you only have one life. You not have 9 lives, you know what I mean? You this is a temporary life. Nothing in this life is forever. Everything in this life is temporary, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you're dead, your body deteriorates under the ground and your soul goes onto the next life, you know what I mean? And you start next life. You might not know who you're gonna be born to be, but that mentality will get you to the next level in that next life. That's how I believe it. But like I said, you got to invest in your craft. If you believe in yourself, you got to invest in your craft. You got to go out there and get the money you can, even if you work full time like I did. You know what I mean? You got to make it work. If you don't make it work and you feel discouraged all the time, because there was times where, like when I first moved here, I didn't make a record till after a year. After a year, I moved here. You know, I dropped it. It was called For Real Though. You know what I mean? I thought no one was fucking with me anymore, but it got some plays, but whatever. Once I dropped I Have a Dream, man, everyone was fucking. I was like, dude, that's awesome. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have that many plays either, but the love that I got that 1 week in that 1 week time span, the love that I got from it, put me right back in here. And I was like, next week I got another one coming. Boom. Now tomorrow's not dropping. Then the week after that, I got another one dropping with my boy Hyro Ivan. Dude, he's in Rhode Island. He's dope as fuck. He sounds like Enrique Iglesias, man. He's dope as fuck. Yeah, he killed the record. If it wasn't for him being on that record that I produced, then it wouldn't be the record that it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I had to have him on there because that's what made the record. You know what I mean? And then I recorded my live tambourine, so you'll hear the tambourine in the background. You know what I mean?
You working with a lot of artists out in Florida too now, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I mix and master a lot of the artists out here. You know what I mean? Like I have a few that I mixed for. There was a few more, but then they stopped coming in because, you know, they just don't believe in themselves. They don't want to pay the money to get their shit professionally done. I'm like, listen, you're going to pay me $60, bro. You're going to get a $60 mix and master. You know what I mean? If you're going to pay me $1 million, bro. I'm going to make sure I'm going to take your record and bring it to a professional and mix it in the professional. I mean, what you see behind me right now, this is my studio right here. And I got pretty good shit in order to, like, this is all you need right here to make a hit, to get on the radio. You know what I mean? You don't need crazy shit. You just need the ears at that point. You can have, it's not about what you got, it's about how you hear it. It's about, you know, you got to trust your ears, you know what I mean? Right. If you don't, then you got to take it to a professional.
It's like I always tell Milton, you know, all them softwares, PCs and everything,
only as good as who's using them.
They don't mean shit if the producer is shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you got someone who knows what they're doing behind that board, then
exactly.
Then you're golden, man.
So you're probably getting a lot of plays out here in the 508. So are people that can
most of my plays right now are coming from because I have the statistics on my SoundCloud.
They're coming from out here?
And it's all from, most of it's from Fall River and a lot of it's from California too.
Nice. Bro, we're still big Portuguese.
You know what it is? Like, you've been out here for a very long time and in a 508, you know, you always known as a local artist out here, so you build your fan base and they always kind of follow.
Yeah, it's not a big fan base, but it's a start.
But
You know what I mean? And now I got to stay consistent. But because I fell off, you know, that's what fucked me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I'm in full force. Like I fucking quit my job to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like I make videos and stuff. Like I said, my old boss and stuff. I make videos for him, and he's actually the one who's still paying my bills most. Like I get mix and master and stuff to do sometimes, but that's not what's paying my bills. He's still paying my bills. You know what I mean? And as long as I'm making content for him every week, then that's all. Then I'm doing what I love, and that's why I appreciate him. That's why I appreciate him so much. You know, like I said, another shout out to Chris Joker. You know what I mean? Because without him, I wouldn't. I would be able to make it. You know what I mean? In Florida right now, but he waited for me for a month to work at his shop before I even moved down to Florida. He waited for me. You know what I mean? To work for him, and for him to do that for me, because he could have just hired anybody else. You know what I mean? For him to wait for me, and then for us to start working, it right now we're like this now. You know what I mean? We're like brothers now. So it's dope.
Yo, shout out to George Reed, man. He's shouting out to Smoggie, me and Ricky. What's up?
What's up, George? Yo, I went to school with that kid. Yo, I had class with that kid. He's a funny ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
yo.
good people, man. I worked with George. Yeah, I worked with George. He's good people, man. He's shouting out to us right now.
I know his brother too. I think it's a stepbrother, Bratton Deuce. Now that's my homie since I was a kid. I think that's like stepbrother type shit.
So let me ask you this: are people able to send you the files and you will do it for them? People that do not have access.
Yeah, it's just got to be like you gotta make sure you're recording. You know, your vocals with 48 phantom power, or at least clean ass vocals, as clean as they can be. You know, I don't want no background noise. It's done. You send me the file. If you're using Logic, you can send me the whole project. Just make sure everything's like nice and organized, because if it's not organized and I have to do the editing part, because I want to be able to open the project and start mixing right away. I don't want to have to edit any audio, cut any like top and tail anything, do any fades. So, but if I do, you're going to get charged a little extra for it. But best believe that just doing that, just editing first goes a long way. You know what I mean? Just organizing the mix first goes a long way for mixing. You know, when you go into mixing, because you know where everything is, and not everything's everywhere or anything anymore. You know what I mean? Everything's right where it's supposed to be. And it just makes it easier for the engineer, you know, to get the mix done for you, you know?
And that's the big, like, a lot of the battle right there, because that's what makes it where you're working on something for 2 hours or 4 hours, is having that shit, you know, organized.
Right.
I mean, so we're definitely gonna put a page up on the Smoggie Show Facebook, linking you directly as well, and you know the things that you offer as far as for like you know, production and things like that, because that's a great way to get you out there too, because you know there's a lot of local artists out here, especially now everything's blooming.
And absolutely, and actually bringing that up, that new joint that you got releasing this week, when you release it, I would like for you to send that to us to our email, because what I want to do with that is my last episode of the season, which is going to be episode 8. I'm basically going to talk a little bit about all my guests that I had.
That's what's up. I'll tune in. I'll make sure I tune in for it. I'll share it too.
Make sure, bro. And I'll promote your new joint on that night. You know, I'll play a couple
that'd be great.
Of your videos.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'll play that one, and if you got something else that you would like to go along with that one, shoot that one my way.
Yeah, for sure. I'll shoot you through the 3 records that I have. The one that I released last week, the one I'm going to release tomorrow, and the one I'm going to release the week.
Man, I really wanted to have the world premiere live, man, on that show on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I mean we can make it happen, man. If people want to tune in to make that premiere to the song, that'd be dope. I mean,
he's gonna release it tomorrow. So here's what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna share it on our page, and we're gonna
that's great. That's fine. You guys do whatever you gotta do, man. I appreciate all the love, man.
I'm asking you for something live right now. Listen, and I'll invest a little bit of money right now, and I'm telling you right now, I will invest a little bit of money. Save that shit for Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, like we planned. Okay, I'll put boosts. I will put a post up, links up, shit like that. I will boost the fuck out of that post. All right. On Monday, it'll give us enough time to boost the shit out of that post, and we will go world premiere of your new song. How do you feel about that? Listen.
That's fine with me, man. But so you're telling me not to drop it tomorrow?
Don't release that shit tomorrow. I promise you. I promise you right now. No word of a lie. You send me that shit. On Tuesday morning, we go live on Tuesday night, and
Tuesday is that Cinco de Mayo on Tuesday, or is it Wednesday?
Today is.
Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. You're right. It's Tuesday. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're right.
I will have enough time to boost that, to pass all the reviews, you know, and boost that on Monday. Get that shit all boosted Monday. Get as many views and as many links and tags on there so people can check your shit out, and we will drop that shit live on Tuesday
Yeah,
night.
we could drop it on Tuesday then. I could
So
do that. It's
there
just
you
a
go.
day
Can
away.
you
Hold
It's
on.
a
I
day-
know.
it's a day
Listen,
away
listen.
after,
I know
so
how
fuck
it is. You just want to have it out there.
Yeah, man. I got people waiting for. I got people waiting for the next record. Never mind. Like fuck this record, bro. Like fuck the record dropping.
Hey, that's a good
I got
thing, bro.
people. I have people waiting for the one that's was supposed to drop so long ago, but I was sitting on it. I made the beat when I was still living in Fall River. You know what I mean? I've been sitting on this beat. I've been sitting on this song since 2016. You know what I mean?
No
so
shit.
it's crazy, man. Now it's new to me. It's old to me, but new to you. You know. So
I know how that is. Like me and him, we have a couple things that we've never like officially released. Like we just did it so we can have material to go and do and perform shows with, but we never actually sat down and like recorded, put vocals on and shit like that. And he wants to go back one of these days and just, you know, hit that shit up. And I'm like, it's so old. He's like, yeah, it's old to us.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Nobody else fucking knows
Nobody
this
ever
shit.
heard it. Exactly.
that's
You
what
know?
I'm saying. I got records that no one's ever heard of. Like,
Yeah.
and just like any legit artist does, they got throwaway beats like producers do. You know, they got which are like records that we never released. Just like any legit artist. You know, I have so much music that I'm ready
So
to
you were
release.
on a
That's why I'm
hiatus.
just that's why I'm like, yo, because I was mainly working on my album called "It Is What It Is." You know what I
It
mean?
is what it is.
Yeah, but I don't have the budget right now. Like, cause if I do this album, like I want to go all out, and I don't have the budget to go all out right now. You know what I mean? You know, because I'm only making pocket change still, but yeah, enough to pay the bills. You know what I mean? Because I'm down here by myself. It's tough. You know what I mean? But I'm doing it. The what matters is I'm fucking doing it. I don't give a fuck if I'm broke. You know what I mean? Like I'm still getting money either way. I still get to the bag then run to the bank. You know what I mean? I still do that. You feel me? So either way, I'm still getting my money, you know. But when I do something, I want to go all out with it. That's why I'm just doing a fucking record every week, man. Like whatever was on the album was going to be on the album. It's just going out as a single now. I don't even give a fuck. Like as long as I'm putting music out and staying consistent.
And that's the way to do it. You're putting your name out there every single time you put up a song. You're putting your name out there. You're building up your brand. You're building up, you know, your business essentially.
Yeah. Right.
So you were on like a 6-year hiatus.
6-year fall off.
Yeah, well, hiatus.
I was sleeping
retirement.
6. Yeah, I mean, during those 6 years, I was DJing. You know what I mean? I was using like my parents' house speakers and shit. You know what I mean? They had a nice ass radio.
We've all been there, brother.
I would take the speakers. I would take their speakers, the big ass wooden box speakers. I'd take the front cover off of it. You'd see the fucking tweeters. That's how I started. And I used to use a big ass computer. I used to use a big rack box and put the screen at the big TV screen in there. You know, that's how it started. But then my parents. Yeah, but then my parents helped me out. You know, they gave me like a little loan from their money. You know what I mean? They were like, listen, we're going to give you this much money to invest in your stuff. You just got to pay us back. So that's what happened. You know what I mean? When I started doing DJing, I got legit equipment. And then the money I made from the DJs, I paid them back. And that was it. You know, then I would make money in my pocket, you know. But then when I really started making the studio, I ended up taking out a loan like to start the studio, to remodel the floors, to remodel the whole room. Because my first studio was made in my childhood bedroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I had to remodel the floors, I had carpets, I had to paint the walls, put in lighting, all that stuff. Like I even made a vocal booth and everything through my closet, put the legit window there and everything, you know. But that's how it all started, you know what I mean? Like you gotta start from somewhere, man.
From scratch.
What really inspired me to make beats again, to make music was Wiz Khalifa, you know. I would be listening to him like 24/7. The shit that he was doing was the shit that I would have done if I was in his shoes, you know what I mean? So that inspired me so much, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm just going to make that music again. So like I said, everything I fucking was making was a hit, and now I go back at it, I'm like, dude, this sounds like shit, bro. Like this sounds like shit. Like if I can like reproduce it and make it better, it would be a whole different record, you know. But it's all good. You learn from it. It's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone.
That's the evolution right there.
It's a stepping stone.
As you go through
it's
your career,
blocks. It's building blocks.
Right.
you live and learn. You learn
climbing
from
that ladder.
But that's the thing. If you hadn't learned, if you hadn't, evolved, then it would have been for nothing.
Right.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean. But you got
for that 6-year fall off, you know what I mean. Like I like I said, I wasn't an artist anymore. I wasn't making music, but I was still in the music. Like I was still DJing at least, you know. Mm-hmm. But one day I woke up because I was living with my ex-girlfriend. We were together for like almost 7 years or some shit like that, and then I broke up with her. And during that time I was doing DJs. And then when I broke up with her and I went back home, the year after is when I started. I was like, all right, I'm single. You know what I mean? I got no one. I got nothing to lose. I live with my parents. I don't pay no bills. Fuck it. Let's just do the studio. You know what I mean? That was always my passion. You know what I mean? Because I would try to find Milton. I would try before I even had my studio. I would try to find him. I couldn't find him. I was trying to record with him. I was trying to find Rob, that used to engineer the music that Milton
Rob
used
Leonardo.
to produce. Yeah, Rob. And I was looking for Mark, and Mark is the one who wrote the record, my first record. You know what I mean? And no one was to be found. No one wanted to work. Everyone was just dead. Everyone
there was a drought there.
It was just. So I was like, fuck this. I'm just doing my own thing, bro. And then from there,
what year was this?
This was like 2012, 2013.
You know why this was going on with Milton, right? Why you couldn't find him?
Why?
He was too busy with me. I was keeping him up until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, was
2012.
that year, yeah.
2012.
Yeah, so that's what happened with Milton. And Mark, we kind of took his time a little bit too.
Get
He was
going.
Hey, let me tell you though.
we were working at Mark's studio.
Yeah, we
That's
took
what
over
it
that
was.
whole studio.
Yeah.
Honestly, shout out to Mark, because I mean, Mark, at least in my opinion, Mark was a big help. Getting.
He was my favorite. Like back in the day, like when I first started singing, like he was my favorite, man. I love that guy, man. Like I went to every show. I have every album. I went to every show. I used to be the light operator for his concert sometimes. I used to sit behind the speakers and operate his lights for him. You know what I mean?
Man, believe
it was
or
pretty
not,
cool.
He was one of our biggest believers.
Yeah,
he
he was.
us a big helping hand. He put us on
did.
2 of his shows that he had on Channel 20. He got us in the Kennedy Park Feast show. I believe it was 3 years in a row.
Yeah, opening up for the Portuguese kids last year.
Which was a great success. But he got us in there 3 years in a row. He helped us out a lot. He gave us.
Only thing is with him, and I'm just being real. Like he's got to be interested in you. If he's not interested in you, he ain't gonna help you out.
Yeah,
straight up.
That's the way anybody.
You know what I mean?
Like
But
anybody else, like,
producer. But like with me though, like put it this way, with me though, I'm willing to help anyone. If you're gonna come at me asking me for help, bro, I'm gonna help you regardless if I benefit off you or not, because that's just the type of person I am, bro. I got a heart of gold. Like, I don't need nobody to tell me I'm a good person, because I already know. But I could be an asshole, you know what I mean? I could be a fucking asshole, but I'm a heart of gold. I got a heart of gold. But that's the difference between me and other people. You know what I mean?
Back then.
Well, we've all been.
But but shout outs to Mark though. Shout outs to Mark, because if it wasn't for him, like I wouldn't believe in myself, because
every time I see him, he still comes up, Ashley. You guys fell off the face of the
last time I seen him was because he has houses around the neighborhood, and right I was living on 5th Street. I was living on 5th Street when I was in Fall River, and on John Street he has a house over there. And one time I was pulling up, and I was actually got out of work, and I was listening to his music that day, and I was feeling emotional, whatever. So I pulled up Doja Motors, you know what I mean? Como vai ser as dois amores? You know what I mean? That's I see him outside his house, bro, and I put the windows down. I bumped the shit. I'm like, yo, what's good, Mark? What's good? He's all embarrassed, like, hey, what's up? Come on. I'm like, I'm like, yo, you still making music? He's like, yeah, whatever. Like, he wasn't really talkative. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, peace out, bro.
Mr. Mark actually owns a club out in Fall River now.
No shit.
No,
that's
not
what's up.
Tonic, Adagio.
That's what's up.
It is Adagio. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I
that's
hear
the last
he's
time I
doing
seen
good
him,
things
bro.
there, man. I hear that place is bumping. Well, not now with this whole coronavirus, but
yeah, he was doing good things.
But he had that shit bumping, man.
A lot of business are taking hits with
that's
this shit.
Mark, man. That's Superman. Everybody knows Superman.
Nah, man. Mark was definitely getting a lot of attention during that time when I first started singing. Like before I started singing, like he was the star of the feast back in the day.
Oh yeah, he was the
sure,
man.
I mean?
He was the man.
He was definitely the man.
Climb up on the roof with a Superman.
Yeah, man. He had the worst equipment too, but he still made it happen, bro. He still made it happen, bro.
I know. I used to freaking engineer shit. Like 6 years of my life, I dedicated to that. Yeah.
Just one of those speakers were like a freaking 3 tons.
Yeah, for real, yo.
Made of like.
It shit worked though. It worked. It worked.
It's like, why buy new if it works?
Yeah. Still be the guy standing on top of the speakers. Thing's about to fall apart. No give a shit.
You know what?
That. Bow.
With everything, it's paint everything.
Paint everything.
Just paint everything.
Make it look new.
Paint it black.
He won't buy new. He'll just paint it. He'll mix up like 30 different colors in one, and he'll just paint it.
Hey, so Milton has got a question for you. He's had a question for you the whole show. He's been dying to ask you this question.
What question is this?
Hey, now, mind you, this is a man that last week called the media and the Democrats the Antichrist. Okay, they're the fucking Antichrist
of the people. But
I agree.
Antichrist.
It's got to be. Like everybody that comes to the show, we got to ask this one question, all right?
Oh, the dog's already telling you, shut up.
Yeah, he wants water. He wants water. Do you want to wait 1 second so I can give this dog water before he won't shut up? One second.
Right.
One.
Hey, remember, guys, like, subscribe, share the Smoggie Show on YouTube, the Smoggie Show on Twitter, the Smoggie Show on Instagram, and the Real Talk with Smoggie, the Smoggie Show on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe, fucking put that, notifications button
every 2 seconds.
Shoot that question at me. Hit me.
What's your opinion on Donald Trump?
I fucking knew it. Yo, I fucking knew it. Fuck Donald Trump, nigga. Fuck Donald Trump, nigga. Fuck Donald Trump. No, I'm just kidding. I agree with certain things with Donald Trump. I agree with how I feel about Donald Trump is I fuck with Donald Trump as a person, but not as a president. You know what I mean? You can't be you can't be the president of my country, man. I'm sorry, but
why not? Why can't?
Because man, because he's just too like in my opinion, he just does it for the.
He's
fucking,
not polished.
Nah. I mean, he's
not polished.
I don't know. He's a dope. He's an entrepreneur. And he makes a lot of fucking money, man. But the thing is just like I don't know. He shouldn't have been the president. I don't know, man.
He's not a politician. He was even like, oh my god, I'm the president. I didn't expect to win when I ran.
Yeah,
but
I miss Obama, man.
You miss Obama? We can't have another 8 years of Obama.
I think Obama was run by the government itself.
Oh, here we go, New World.
I agree too, in a sense, to an extent. I agree that.
Look, you got all these presidents, bro, and you got
Obama was a globalist.
He was a
what? Am I right or what?
And what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. But when
we got the man in the house yelling. The man is yelling.
I didn't say Muslim.
He's not a Muslim, Mike.
A globalist.
A globalist. So some consider that a communist.
It was his vision, but some of us don't agree with that.
You don't agree with communism?
No.
No? You don't want to make as much as a doctor?
Slicky, come on. Slicky.
Hey, hashtag, everybody, hashtag Slicky.
I want to make more than a doctor. Fuck that. I want to shout out. First of all, shout out to all the doctors and medical workers out there. They're the real MVPs, man. Because they could just die. They could drop dead any moment, knowing them. You know what I mean? Because of this bullshit. You feel me? But
so who did you vote for, if you don't mind me asking? This past election, yeah.
I didn't vote for nobody.
I know, but me neither. I didn't vote for nobody.
Fuck
I'm an independent. Bro. I don't.
Yeah, you're an independent. You independently don't represent
party.
shit.
I don't represent.
I represent myself, bro. I represent myself just like you guys should represent yourself, bro. Fuck everybody else.
It's in our Constitution.
Unfortunately, our voice isn't as loud as the president's voice. So we have to really pay attention to what we do when we are choosing and voting for a president. And a lot of the young people today don't give two shits about going out and voting. Don't give two shits about filling out census and things like that. Like, let me go around the room. How many of you filled out your 2020 census? Honestly,
if you do, I did the
2020 census.
I did as well. So anybody else do
only because they wouldn't stop sending me fucking mail, bro. They wouldn't spam me with mail.
Exactly. Well, from what I hear, it's a requirement. So you're not going to be able to renew your license if you don't.
Right.
If you didn't.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. So I did it.
Anyway.
So the census is what they send out to basically to figure out what your state needs for like budget. So basically, every year the federal government goes, okay, Massachusetts has say 100,000. We'll just say numbers, 100,000 people. We're gonna send them out enough for 100,000 people. But half the time, say you have 100,000 people.
Hey, we're
right?
not at Prestige here. You don't have to write numbers.
Baby, I love writing. I love writing. You have 100,000 people. Only 60,000 of those people filed the census. So we only get grants and shit like that for 60,000 or for whatever amount. I'm just throwing out random numbers. So if you don't fill out your census, they don't send you enough money to be able to have certain programs, certain like for schools, for roads, things like that. You know what I mean? So by you not filling it out, we're actually losing out as a state and essentially as a country. Because I mean, if it's going on here, it's going on everywhere else.
So there we go. Use our senses and fill out your senses. There we go.
There you go. Hey, that's the slogan right there. Use your senses.
Exactly.
Use our senses
fill out the census.
Fill out the
before you can't drive.
You want your license.
For real.
I'm gonna copyright that, Smoggie.
But all right, guys, we're gonna actually start winding this down a little bit here. But once again, to you folks, reach out to Mista Slick on his social media pages.
Check out his music.
SlickProductions.com with a Z. Don't forget the Z. Look him up on Facebook, Mista Slick, Slick Productions. Google him if if anything, because he says all you got to do is just Google his name and that shit pops up.
And it's gotta be MIS. It can't be MR Slick. It's gotta be MISTA.
Yes,
It's got to be the Boston. It's the Boston slang. You know what I mean? It's Mister. It's Mister. It's Mister, not Mister. It's Mister.
So make
Mista
sure
Slick.
you show him some love. Go to his page, like it.
MISTA on Google, bro. That's all you gotta do. Just search Google MISTA. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
There you go.
Some fresh,
Google
some
them.
fresh gems. What I like about your style is I've always enjoyed making different types of music and not sticking to one specific like mold. And I feel like you step outside that box very often because no two songs
I appreciate it.
sound the same. You have those artists that the whole album sounds the fucking same. You know,
and that's the thing. That's the thing I was gonna do with this album. This was gonna be the most diverse album I ever made. Like this is gonna be my first legit album because I made a mixtape called Dream Cars and Ouijas, and that had like 11 tracks on it. And that was a pretty dope mixtape. I got a lot of love from that one. But and I made some money off that mixtape too. But the album that I was gonna create, I've been working on it for 3 years now. That's why I'm like, yo, fuck this. I'm taking too long to do it. So I'm I'm putting out the songs now. Fuck it. So you know that I was gonna, you know, that album was the most diverse album I was gonna make because it was gonna have love songs, it was gonna have hip hop songs, hardcore hip hop songs, it was gonna have like Spanish songs. Cause I'm not Spanish, but I can sing in Spanish.
Hey,
like
the Latin stuff is on fire. Right now.
I got Spanish music. You know what I mean? I got Portuguese music. You know what I mean? Like a lot. Yeah, I got more Portuguese music.
I'm coming out of retirement. All right.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
We got to do a little feature with 2FK and Mr. Slick.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. As long as you let me mix and master it, we'll do it.
You can do whatever you want.
We can record vocals out here at Mr. Frizz's studio, and we'll send it out to you.
Mr. Frizz. Mr. Slick and Mr. Frizz.
I called him Slicky.
Yeah,
Mr. Smoggie over here.
Hey, but actually, me and Milton got a new group going on too. We call ourselves Pop Sick. So he's Pop I'm Sick. So we gotta.
That's dope.
Hey, I'm the Cage São Jorge guy.
Cage São Jorge.
Cage São Jorge. Do you miss? Hey, so that's the question. Do you miss the food?
Oh my god!
Because I know there's not where you're at. I know there's not a lot of options. I know
the closest thing they got.
There's more options than like Portuguese food.
The closest thing they got to Portuguese food over here is like Brazilian food.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's not even Portuguese.
You missed
food.
the
It's
food.
not even close.
Nah,
Uma feijoadazinha.
Não gosto de feijão.
Não gosto de feijoada.
Beef up together.
Beef, chouriço, camarão. Fucking carne guisada, carne jana. Oh my god.
O Smoggie faz bom camarão.
Bacalhau.
All right, Smoggie's gonna cook something for you.
Or mail it.
After the show, tell you what, Smoggie's actually a little hungry right now. So.
By the way, people,
but there's no cooking steaks today.
Like, follow, subscribe, and keep in mind, Smoggie's coming out with his cooking show next week. So check it out next Wednesday.
Hey, we were thinking
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But yes, guys, like, subscribe, share.
Sure, you
Once
guys do
again,
that.
we'd like to thank Mr. Slick for tuning in with us today.
Thank you for spending time with us, guys.
Spending some time
it's
with
all
us.
love, baby. It's
We're
all
gonna
love.
be having him back on the show. Don't forget, look him up on social media.
Tell him how.
And don't forget, he's coming back on Tuesday night.
Right?
Oh, we have a world premiere.
World premiere Tuesday night.
We don't know what time yet.
That'd be dope.
You know, his shit is dope. It's got me bumping. That's why I want to end this show with playing one more of his songs. So we're going to end this show with Friend Zone.
Friend Zone.
Oh, we in the friend zone.
Oh.
So once again,
I haven't
Mr.
heard this
Slick,
one yet either.
we thank you for tuning in, man. Much love. We hope you stay safe out there. Keep that production going because you're doing a good thing, man.
Slick, man.
Likewise.
Keep going. Keep in touch,
Likewise.
man.
All right.
Hey,
bro.
I'll be in touch with you because I want to talk to you about this promotion shit.
And man, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. I hope, whatever you guys do, you prosper in it. Whatever you guys do in life, I hope you guys prosper. You know what I mean? No matter what it is you do. If you even go back out selling drugs on the streets, man, fuck it. Just don't get caught. You know what I mean? If you got to do what you got, just do what you got to do. Hey, it's just, do whatever you got. Even if it's legal, illegal, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Just be safe, and prosper, baby. I hope you guys do whatever you guys got to do, man. You know what I mean?
All right, man.
God bless, baby.
God bless
We
you,
thank
man.
you all.
God bless.
Thank you guys for tuning in. See
Thanks,
you
guys.
Tuesday.
We'll
Love
be
you
here
guys. See you on
Tuesday.
Tuesday, 7 o'clock live.
We don't know what time yet.
7 o'clock live.
We don't know
Smoggie
what
Show.
time yet.
I don't know, but we'll see.
Ash
But we'll see you
Lanta.
on Tuesday.
We'll let you guys
Love
know.
you guys.
Ash Lanta.
Bye-bye.
of the friend zone. I wanna bring you back to life.